What's up everyone, Doyler here, and I'm back with a slightly different video than really any that I've released before. So there's not going to be any gameplay content in this one, but I think it's going to be a good video that I've been putting off for a little while. So about 2 weeks ago, BigHoss made a video titled, "What Does Idle Heroes Mean to Me?" The link will be included in the description down below. That sort of covered what Idle Heroes has meant to him, how he got into it, where he's gone with his gameplay, why he created his YouTube channel, and the community or family as a whole. And in it, he sort of had a call to arms to the rest of the community, especially content creators, to answer the question themselves and sort of join him in the conversation. Now, I had initially put off this video because I didn't have a script ready, or I wasn't sure what I would have in the background of my video. His was really well done. It had a bunch of pictures, but I realized those were just excuses, and I can get by really just winging it for a few minutes and having a few pictures in the background. So that's what I'm going to do. So what does Idle Heroes mean to me? First, to answer that, I have to cover sort of how I got into the game and why. So I started my main account on, at the time, server 16, now server 1, in late November of 2016. At the time, I had just left a game called Knights and Dragons to try and find another phone game, ideally one that took less time or less money to play. Jokes on me on both of those counts. For a brief rundown, Knights and Dragons was another mobile RPG. They're all similar in their own ways, different in their own ways. But my biggest problem with it was that wars were similar to the current Guild War system in Idle Heroes, in the sense they were weekly and had rankings and so on, except only the top 10 guilds got the best armor. The first place guild got an upgrade version of that armor, and the only way to get additional guild attacks was by spending money. So you had to whale every war to place top 10, and getting first place took a ton of whaling, so I was out. Downloaded a few mobile games, none really stuck until I downloaded Idle Heroes. I signed up for Android server 16 at the time because it was the newest server, and I assume automatically selected it. Bounced around a few guilds here and there. Nothing really stuck or was interesting until I got a decently high power and joined the guild Money Good Game, MGG, which I've effectively been in for 4 years now. So at the time, I was whaling fairly hard in Idle Heroes. So for those of you who complain about the number of E5 heroes I have for a VIP 12, I hit VIP 10 before 10-star heroes existed. Back when I was playing 9-star was the cap, and it took a bit of whaling to get 9-star heroes. It's not like my free-to-play accounts where I have E1 heroes in 3 months. It was a very different game. Spending was worse, rates were worse, everything was worse that you could buy with real money. So I was top 3 to 5 on server 16, whaling fairly hard and really enjoying my MGG guildmates. Fast forward a little while, and I'm a little less inactive, a little less whaley. Still a decent presence on server 16, later server 1, but definitely nowhere near the top anymore. Time goes on, enabled heroes come out, I fall off more and more, still spending, but sort of spending during events, not doing anything. If you see my tune-up videos on my channel or Barry's, you see that when I really increased my activity again, I had hordes of materials and hordes of heroes, but they weren't built. So that's sort of how I got to where I was after really about 4 years of playing. Now, just before I came back to Idle Heroes, I found a few YouTube channels, and I'm not really sure what I was looking for at the time. I don't know if it was tips and tricks, or they popped up on my YouTube somehow, or I was just searching for Idle Heroes content in general. But I actually first stumbled upon GDP's channel, and it really stuck with me that I could make videos playing a game I've loved for 4 years really, even if it was slightly inactive, and I could make engaging content, maybe even more so than the current content creators. Also, it turned me on to his Delacium army, and I mean, if you see my content, I love them as well. I don't claim the team. I got it from him, and as far as I know, he effectively created the team that we're using. Love the videos, and that sort of boosted my activity level and got me into the idea of creating content. Very shortly after finding GDP's channel, I found Barry's channel. Started watching his video, I ended up joining his Discord, and really strongly joining the community. I mean, I help a ton over there. I answer a lot of questions. Yeah, I'm in members-only chat as well as the regular chat, answering questions and helping people daily. And it was really just a great community to become a part of, especially since the only real community I'd been a part of for the 3.5 years or so before this point was the Server 1 community, which is an incredible group of people that I've played with, I mean, for years, some of them, but it was pretty small. There's about 50 of us in the Discord, and it's a close-knit group of people that I've known for a while or that don't speak English. So joining communities like Barry's and watching GDP's video really brought me into a much larger community that I wasn't aware of. Then I later joined the official Idle Heroes Discord, which is actually run by another Server 1 member, Knight. Became a content creator over there, started helping a ton, and really getting to know a ton of awesome people that I really didn't know existed for, I'd say, the first 3 years of my gameplay. I wasn't one of those people who watched Wrath. I didn't like Zeal's videos. I didn't think there was really much in the way of Idle Heroes content, especially that I needed to see. At the time, spending mattered even more almost than it did now, and I was whaling, so why do I care about other people's content? I didn't want to make YouTube videos. So, fast forward to July 2nd, and I'm going to cover up my face for a second here. I decide to jump into YouTube myself. Now, the biggest reasoning behind me getting into YouTube was I love teaching people and sharing my knowledge. If you've watched any of my hacking streams or read my blog, I've been blogging about information security for over 4 years now with a post every week. That's over 200 posts. Almost 5 years now, so there's probably about 250 posts of me explaining things to people and teaching them. And I love doing it. I've been great at it, and I always have felt like I can offer additional insight even if someone is already doing it. So on July 2nd, I uploaded my first video with the goal and path set out that I was going to release one video a day for 30 days, see how it was doing, and go from there. That quickly turned into 2 and then 3 videos a day. I am just over 3 months in, and I'm over 240 videos, just to give you an idea. I love it. One of the best moments since I started the channel was fairly recently. Someone in the official Idle Heroes Discord asked who the best content creator was, and the overwhelming answer was me. And yeah, it made me feel so amazing. It made me feel like my content was really reaching people and trying to help them, which is why I got into YouTube, but also what brought me back into the game. If I wasn't making YouTube videos in early July, I think I would still be pretty close to the level of activity I was, say in 2019, where I was definitely doing dailies most days. I was doing my Guild Wars. I was occasionally upgrading heroes. I was spending $100 on an event here and there, whatever, but that's it. I wouldn't be in the community, I wouldn't be progressing my accounts, and I wouldn't be having fun with you guys. So, shortly after I joined the official Idle Heroes Discord, and really one of the catalysts behind BigHoss's video was the passing of a beloved community member, Ayland. An incredible helper, an awesome guy, and someone that I gladly got to spend a lot of time talking to in the short time that I had on the official server with him. Just a beloved community member, and the outpouring of emotion and support and stories were incredible. I highly recommend you head on over to the official Discord server if you're not there, and just read through some of the... I actually don't know if the channel's still there. I hope it's archived, but there was a channel that was effectively We Love You Island, and a lot of people were just sharing stories. I only had a few, but I mean, we had some great one-on-one conversations about helping people in the game in general. June and Barry did donation streams, things like that. So it was really awesome to see a community that I just recently felt like I'd become a part of step up to not only memorialize a hero of the game, but also to just support his family and, I mean, a shitty time. It meant a lot to see that, and just to be even a small part of it was incredible. So that's really what Idle Heroes means to me. It was a game I joined for something to do. I built up a small family on an early game server. It was a way to waste a lot of time and money, and now it's a way for me to sort of give back and teach people. Obviously, I'd love to make money from YouTube and Twitch one day. I'd love to reach, Barry levels of content creation, subscriptions, and all that, but that's not why I got into it. I would be happy if I did, but I got into it to share my knowledge, share my charisma, and really just teach people to play a game that I love. So that's what Idle Heroes means to me. Hopefully other people jump on this bandwagon and respond to BigHoss's video, but also stay tuned. I'm hopefully going to be doing an interview with him, he said, as a sort of a follow-up to the series, where he'll ask me questions. Maybe some of these will be covered here, maybe some won't, but slightly different video, but hopefully you enjoy it. And a quick note, I will be out of town this week from Wednesday through Sunday, so hopefully I'll get 2 videos out a day. Maybe it'll only be 1. I promise at least 1. We'll have to see. Taking a much-needed vacation for my content creation, as well as just work and the pandemic we're all experiencing. And yeah, on that note, and how that I feel part of this community, take time for yourself. Even Barry just took a break recently. I mean, he was still active, but take care of your mental and physical health. It's been 10 months of really just a shitty 2020. People are missing people. People are getting sick. Take care of yourselves. Games, internet communities, they'll still be there when you come back. So that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you appreciate this content or any of my other content. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.